Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my michelada recipe. This is something I promised you I would film if you guys requested it in my last video, so here it is. And I thought I'd also do a really yummy recipe with that. These are homemade fajita tacos. You can make them on the grill or you can make them on the stove. So let's go ahead and get started. To make the michelada mix, it's pretty straightforward. So I like to use an entire container, whatever I use. In this case, I use Clamato Juice, but you can also use V8. That tastes just as good in my opinion. Then I'm gonna add some lime juice, soy sauce, salt to taste. For spice, I'm gonna be using Sriracha, and then I'm gonna add some Tajin to it. I go ahead and give that a good mix, and at this point you can taste it and see if you like more lime. You can definitely add more lime to it. You could add more salt if you want it saltier, but this is a pretty standard recipe that I start with, and I will have all of the exact measurements listed down in the info box for you guys. I'll go ahead and garnish my glass with some Tajin, and fun fact, these mason jars, the large ones, are perfect for micheladas because they fit one entire can of beer. And you've got to have fun with micheladas. So I'm making some little skewers with some pickles. We also have some banana pepper, some olives, and this is one option of garnishing it, just kind of laying it across. Or my favorite option is to actually put it in the drink. So I like to add one large spear of pickle and then garnish a skewer kind of like the same way I did earlier, but I also like to add pickled cauliflower. Not only are they really tasty with this, but I feel like it also adds a really whimsical touch to your micheladas. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys how to make these beef fajita tacos at home. They are so good. The trick to these is to let them marinate for as long as you possibly can. You can buy your fajita seasoning or you can make your own. I'm making my own, so I will leave the exact measurements to this fajita mixture. You can use either skirt steak or flank steak, basically anything that's kind of flat and thin that's going to be easy to cut up into strips later on. So I am using flank steak here. Then I just add enough rub to each side to coat it evenly, and then I get in there and just start rubbing that rub in. This is the best way to just make sure it's all fully coated. So a little tip I can give you guys is if you are buying this from your local butcher, you can ask them to tenderize it for you. So once I've added the rub to both sides, I will go ahead and put it in a Ziploc bag, and I will add soy sauce to it, lime juice, and also some extra virgin olive oil. Again, I will have the measurements for this down below as well. If you can, let this marinate overnight, but if you can't leave it overnight, then try to let it marinate for at least 3 hours. So I mix it up really good, and I sit there and massage it and kind of just rub it, and this also helps tenderize the meat. So while that's marinating, we can go ahead and put together all the stuff that's going to go with the tacos. I'm just making a simple guacamole. I'm crushing up some salt, then I'm adding my avocado. Then I also add lime juice and cilantro. I'm keeping it very simple because I don't want it to overpower the tacos. You can't have fajita tacos without a good mix of peppers and onions. So I'm actually going to caramelize onions, and I like getting the really large yellow ones. I find that those caramelize a lot nicer and they get really sweet and they're so delicious. So I go ahead and slice those up and then I cut them in half. I will also chop up the bell peppers. I love using all of the beautiful colors because it just makes your food look so colorful. So to caramelize the onions, I'm using half extra virgin olive oil and half butter. Even though I didn't show you guys in this clip, I did add some butter to it. And then once it was nice and hot, I went ahead and added my onions. And then I turned down the heat because I want these to cook slow. So I turned it down to like medium low and let them cook for about 30 minutes to an hour, just making sure to mix them until they were nice and brown. And once they look like this, you can turn your heat off and set those to the side. And then we're gonna add our bell pepper. So I add more extra virgin olive oil to the pan, and this time I put it on high because I just wanna saute these peppers. I don't want them to get super soft. I just want them to get a little bit soft, but still kind of keep their texture intact and a little bit of crunch. So I go ahead and saute those for about 2 to 3 minutes. I add a little bit of sea salt, and that's it. I set those to the side. Now that our steak is done marinating, we're gonna go ahead and put it on the pan, or you can make this on the grill. It's completely up to you. If you make it on the pan, you don't need to put anything on the pan to grease it because we did marinate it with extra virgin olive oil. So it's just gonna go right on the pan and it's gonna sizzle and it's going to char. You definitely wanna put your stove on high at first, just so it gets that nice brown color, and then start to slowly turn down the stove to about medium high. Let it cook for about 2 to 3 minutes on one side until it's nice and brown, and then flip it over and let it cook for another 3 to 5 minutes. And that is it. Now all that's left to do is assemble everything. We like adding bell peppers, onions, and also sour cream and guacamole to them. Let me know if you guys like sour cream and guacamole in your fajita tacos or what you like putting in them. Let me know down in the comments below. And I hope you guys give these recipes a try. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel before you leave. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.